What's going on, y'all? LYNX Live. I'm your host, Dame LYNX. Remember, love yourself. No exceptions. And I'm back. I'm back with another hot episode. It's November 2025. I know. I've been hiding out a little bit. Look, I just been trying to get stuff in order, man. You know, life be motherfucking life, but I have genuinely had this episode in the tuck for a minute, so I just want to get into some things tonight. I really just want to put something out there for y'all. I have missed being in front of the microphone. Look, I got a whole new set up, a little angle of the situation, and I'm cool on it tonight. I'm feeling myself tonight. All right, so real quick, LYNX Live. I'm your host, Dame LYNX. Remember, love yourself. No exceptions. And before we kick it off tonight, I need you to run over to SoundCloud. I need you to run over to YouTube. Hold on. I need you to type in. I need you to run over to YouTube. Run over to SoundCloud. Type in DAMELYNX and subscribe and share it. You know, I got all my information. I got all my stuff on SoundCloud, all my stuff on YouTube. And share it with people. See what I got going on. I done dropped a couple more 420 traffic jams for y'all. Just getting into the vibes. So yeah, you know, SoundCloud is popping. All right, so yeah, things have been super busy for me, especially the last couple months. Y'all know I started a new job. That's really kind of taking up a lot of my energy, a lot of my time. But you know, I enjoy it. So I want to do well. Y'all know I'm a perfectionist, but I have missed being on air, chopping shit up with y'all. So that's what I'm here to genuinely do tonight. So, you know, we're going to keep it PC. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got some reality going on, but let's just hop right on into Music Bites. Also, just so you guys know, I'm giving you a free month of SoundCloud Artist Pro. I'm gonna put the link in the bio, but use my link, get you a free month of SoundCloud Artist Pro. I use that to put all of my information, all my mixes, all my music out there, and it's just a super advantage. So, you know, they're gonna be sponsoring Music Bites. You know, we got to kick it off with Music Bites, but be sure to check out that link in the description box and get your free month of SoundCloud Artist Pro, especially for you artists, you DJs, you producers out there. Subscribing to Artist Pro is the best way to get your information, I don't know why I keep saying your information, getting your projects out there in front of people. You know what I'm saying? You get unlimited downloads, you get priority listening, they add you to playlists. I have seen an increase in my numbers since I've signed up for Artist Pro, so get that free month. Let me know how you like it. Link's gonna be in the description box. So, you know, it's been an exciting year for music. I feel like I have talked about that. I've been talking about music every time I get on here. It has been an exciting year for music. So I think the thing that we all have been waiting for this year was Cardi B. Yes, Cardi B finally dropped the sophomore project, Am I the Drama? And I ain't gonna hold you, I was proud of Cardi B. I'm not mad at Cardi B. You know, I have never been the one to take sides in the Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj situation. Now, Nicki Minaj is always going to be the queen to me. She's the number one. She's the best female rapper. She's one of the best rappers to ever exist. But I have always spoken about how much Cardi is needed in the culture, how she opened the door for all of these new girls. And we have been waiting on this sophomore album for 7 years, and she didn't disappoint. You know, great project. I was really impressed with Cardi. I mean, the rollout was kind of wonky at first. It all kind of ended up playing in her favor, though, especially that court case situation. Like, when I first saw her in court, I was like, why the hell is she here? Why is this hoe in court? But, you know, I come to find out that with an album called Am I the Drama, and with court cases being so super sensationalized, and with Cardi knowing that she wasn't in the wrong, why not play into it? And it ended up working in her favor. You know what I'm saying? So, and she ended up winning the court case. So when the album dropped, I was definitely impressed. She got some heat on here. You know, I think from front to back, even the more I listened to it, I liked it more and more. So shout out to Cardi for delivering a solid album. Now, Cardi dropping, of course, stirred up a lot of mess. You know, the girls are out here fighting. You know, Cardi B on the album directly took shots at my girls Bia and JT. And the only reason I'll entertain Cardi versus Bia and JT, because not only is Cardi one of my favorite girls, but Bia and JT are also two of my favorites. And I ain't gonna hold you. You know, Cardi ate them girls up. Magnet is a really hot song where she really laid into JT, and then she gave Bia a whole song, Pretty and Petty. I didn't think Cardi B had it in her. I didn't think she had it in her. The album's got some bops on it. I love Everybody. I love Trophies. I like the Janet sample. Shout out to Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? We needed this album from female rap to really like keep the flow going. And Cardi B has erupted all of the other girls to come back outside. Ice Spice has been dropping. She's looking amazing. Y'all know how much I love my girl Ice. Megan's back outside. She's in love with her ball player boyfriend. I like what she's giving. JT's dropping. She returned disc records against Cardi. Bia dropped a project as well. So the girls like, you know, there's an extra energy that's coming back into female rap that we need. Now, I did notice that my girl Nicki is beefing with everybody. Okay. And y'all know how I feel about Nicki Minaj. I'm an OG Barb. But the thing about OG Barbs is we're around the same age as Nicki. We discovered Nicki in the MySpace era. So we're kind of growing up with her. So although I understand what she's going through and what she's saying and what she's trying to do, I'm not going to sit up here and act like that she's right. So Nicki decided to come out and let everybody know that although y'all fave Cardi B dropped, her first week numbers did not outdo Pink Friday 2. So Pink Friday 2 sold 228K first week. Cardi B's Am I the Drama barely hit 200K. Now, she still outsold every other girl that's dropped over the last couple years, but she did not top Nicki Minaj. And there was a lot of talk about Cardi's sales because the album is already diamond because of the mega singles WAP and Up. You know, she dropped those singles in the gap between her freshman album and her sophomore album, and those singles were major. They sold hella records, but those sales don't count towards the first week. So Nicki decided to let everybody know that she's top dog. She also announced that her new project will be coming in March, and it erupted into this Twitter feud between Nicki and Cardi. It was a lot going on. I had to really check out. They started hitting below the belt. They started talking about kids. And since then, Nicki has really just been getting into it with everybody. Keisha Kayor. I saw something going on with her and Trump this week. I don't understand it, but one thing y'all gonna stop doing is playing with my girl Nicki. You know, when it comes to Nicki, I'm just gonna let her play things out. But a lot of people are wondering, like, oh, why did Nicki Minaj announce her album release date in the middle of what Cardi got going on? Here's the thing. Y'all keep wanting Nicki to play this nice girl, and she's not that. And also, she was talking directly to her fan base. I think that people forget because Twitter feeds and social media is so public that everybody picks it up. But at the same time, when she's tweeting out her album release date, she's talking to her fans. So, anyway, a lot going on there. I do want to give kudos to Cardi. She did an amazing job. I'm glad that she finally got over whatever she was going through and dropped the project. And it was a solid project. The project is still fire. One of my favorite projects from the year. So shout out to Cardi. Now, by now, I know y'all have heard everything going on about Young Thug and his jail calls and, you know, all the talking he was doing with Mariah the Scientist and talking about Glorilla. Told you, these topics been sitting here for a minute. I just wanted to get them out and talk about them. But my question is with y'all and Young Thug is, why are y'all so mad at Young Thug for chatting on the phone with his girlfriend Mariah? That's what real couples do. Y'all can't sit here and tell me that y'all don't sit and talk shit with y'all partner, because I do it. Anyway, you know, a lot. I'm more concerned about Mariah the Scientist. I think she benefited from all this the most because she separated herself from Young Thug for a moment. Burning Blue started climbing the charts. And look, I'm saying it right here. Burning Blue is a classic record from Mariah. She gonna be performing that song for the rest of her life, even if she did copy Sierra's Promise. Now, shout out to Mariah the Scientist. Her album Heart Soul Separately has really grown on me. I listen to it frequently. It's really good. So shout out to her. Her pen game is almost up there with my girl Summer Walker. So shout out to Mariah the Scientist. But look, y'all mad at Young Thug for pillow talking with his little tenderoni. That's what real couples do. If you're not sitting laying up with your even your bestie, but if you ain't sitting around laying up with your partner talking shit about the people in your life, that's not a real couple to me. But y'all ain't ready to hear that. All right, Diddy's sentencing was announced. He's got about 4 years in prison. He's apparently trying to get pardoned by Diddy. You know, I had a lot of mixed feelings about the Diddy sentencing. I just don't care anymore. If he gets out early, cool. But, you know, even this week they were talking about he got caught with alcohol in his cell, which is stupid to me. Look, I'm just over the Diddy situation. Because regardless of what he was actually charged with, a lot of truths were revealed about Diddy. So I think that he should consider himself lucky to get 4+ years in prison, as opposed to what he could have gotten based on what was uncovered during that trial. So, and then they were saying he got caught with alcohol drinking alcohol in jail, but they said it was like old apples and fermented Fanta. It sounded like kombucha to me. No disrespect to kombucha, you know I love kombucha. Anyway, Diddy's been sentenced. We'll see what happens. I don't know. All right, ASAP Rocky and Rihanna welcomed another baby. I think this is baby number 3 for them, but you know Rihanna was pregnant. ASAP Rocky been keeping her knocked up, and I'm happy for the both of them. So shout out to Rihanna and ASAP Rocky. I love them. And then on a little bit of a lower note, D'Angelo passed away, one of the legends. He is a pioneer in neo soul. Lady is one of my favorite songs. I think it's on my list of songs. Like if I had an album, that would have been my record. So rest in peace to D'Angelo, a legend. All right, but look, that's gonna be it for Music Bites. Let's get into some more music, and we'll be right back with some reality. So grab your drinks.